is atheism a practice, or is it just you don't go to church? I used to say my Aunt Mary, you know, you got to remember now, there was a point where my mom said there was $1,500 missing, and at first she said she was high and stuffed it in the crack of her bed, and as she was getting high, she stuffed it too far back, got high again, and then she didn't see it. So then when she went downstairs with my Aunt Mary in the basement, started smoking crack, my Aunt Mary said, well, maybe Shawan took it. Mary didn't get her fat ass up and go look with my mother, you know, take the bed apart. But Mary said maybe Shawan took it. So then my mom got high and started thinking maybe I took it. So my mom whooped my ass, and as she got mad during this process, flipped her bed and flipped the bed frame. The money popped out right, every dollar. And she apologized to me later. But for me, I said to Mary, I said, as I was getting that beating, I was calling God. God didn't come save me. So maybe there ain't no God. I must have been about 15, 16 at the time. And Mary said, you don't believe in God? I said, that's not what I said at that point in time. I said, maybe there's not one, because when I called him to come save me, he didn't come save me. And in my mind as a kid, you know, you're expecting that person to stand there and then stop. Well, that didn't happen for me as I'm going to church. So then the label of atheist was put upon me at that point in time. So if Mary told my son, Mary Johnson Roy, because my son said to me one day, Sharon, ain't you atheist? And it's like, what? Where the fuck did that come from? Same person who said to me, well, they said you put me in Harrison. It's like, what? Where the fuck is this coming from? And then he said I had to go to church when he was in the Mille Lacs County Jail, right? Like, you had to go? No, I didn't have to go. I just went. I went a couple of times. I said, well, was it a black type of pastor that came in, or what type of shit was going on? Then he said he had this Native American outside his door chanting these Native American type of chants, right? As he's in this Mille Lacs jail. And I'm thinking, I'm tired of this bullshit, really. I'm tired of Mary Johnson Roy, Amy Klobuchar, Bobby Champion. Because remember now, just because I don't go to church, don't mean I have to be atheist. This motherfucker let Linda Baker act like Shayla was dead, right? Huh? I said they played a nasty ass game with me. And for a long time, I had a hard time thinking about my daughter being dead. I kept waiting for Shayla to come home, right? Because I said they're playing this nasty game because Mary Johnson Roy seems to think I got some money coming and I need to support her, Whoopi Goldberg, in this, what if a family member killed your child? What would you do then? So I'm trying to get my wits about me, get my shit back together again. And I'm trying to, wait for Shayla to come in the door because that shit just seems surreal, right? It was so surreal. And as Linda Baker's people is showing up specifically, right? I started saying this is a motherfucking Bobby Joe Champion, Keith Ellison, motherfucking production where they're renting specific courtrooms, hiring specific judges to play these motherfucking games. And I was tired, Lorrainian. That's what I said, right? So I'm going to come visit you, and I'm going to go visit my grandpa, because I'm tired, and I'm not in the mood for Bobby Joe Champion's religious games, because atheist might be a practice. And again, when my son said, ain't you atheist? It's like, bitch, where the fuck did that come from? So I called Mary up. Like, bitch, are you guys having these meetings on Sundays where my kids are made to go? Because I started to think they were on this cruise, and they started putting all this shit in the pot, talking about me, right? Like how I don't like the bras this, the bras that, how panties this, panties that. Like Michael Cooper Sr., sat with these motherfuckers who, again, I said they might not like me. And if they don't like me, you shouldn't take advice from them because they don't like me. They're not gonna have my best interest at motherfucking heart. That's what I tried to tell that nigga, and he didn't listen. He said, well, I asked your mom. Well, that's different. She gave you some advice because you were tricking off with a bitch, not acting like you wanted to take care of your kids. So you was calling my mama, right? What you should have been doing was going up to the school, doing some homework, driving them to and from school on the bus, putting time in, You talking to me about how you helping Boo Bear on the football team. Bitch, I wanted to beat your ass.